Welcome to Cruising with the Buckeye Guys. Today at the shop, we're going to show you how to properly butt weld a patch into your automobile and do a correct restoration on the sheet metal. Kevin here, that's one of our head welders at the shop here, is going to show you how to properly do that and demonstrate the practice at home. Kevin, go for it.
Thank you, Nate. So we've got this rusty piece here, and I went ahead and sandblasted the area we're going to be replacing. First thing I want to do is just take some tape and mark off exactly what I want to replace. Using tape is a little less invasive than scribing a line or using a permanent marker which can bleed through the final paint. So this will be a nice, clean, straight line. Right, and I always like to take a marker and then write on the tape or make a mark so I know exactly which edge I'm going to be cutting against. I'm going to do my best to stay inside of these tape lines and to give myself a nice, sharp and clean edge. Instead of using a tape measure, trying to measure out the exact dimensions of the hole, I'm actually going to show you a simple trick that you can use. So what I'm going to do is just cover up our hole with just some regular, ordinary tape. And what we're going to do with this is actually cut it out and then transfer the basically a sticker that we're making from this tape over to our new piece, so that'll give us a nice, clean, sharp edge to cut that out. We're just going to cut this right on the inside of the hole that we've formed. All right, so now we can just go ahead and transfer this right to the new piece. Going to head over to the bandsaw and cut this out. So now that we're back at our workstation, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the burrs that the bandsaw left on the back edge of our piece, as well as hammer flat a few of the corners that got bent up during the cutting process. We just want to make sure that all the edges of our piece can fit within the hole. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a few magnets that I have to actually hold this in place. And so it looks to me like we're about ready to start welding. So now that I've finished welding our patch in, I'm going to begin grinding. Actually, just for the sake of time today, I'm just going to grind each side down to a different step in the process. So I'm going to start off actually using the cutoff wheel again to go over the surface, bring the edge of the weld down even with the new and old metal. Now we're going to go back to using our 36 grit grinding disc. So now we'll be moving on to a finer 50 grit sanding disc. And what we want to use this for is to eliminate all of the deeper scratches made by the 36 grit disc. Now we're going to move on to a Scotch-Brite pad or burr head, and this basically polishes the surface. All right, now that we're done, we can see that the finished edge here, the original metal and the patch are actually indistinguishable from each other. And if you were to run your hand across it, you would see that it is nice and even and smooth.
Hopefully everyone watching at home enjoyed Kevin butt welding the patch into the sheet metal test piece we did. Hopefully you learned a lot. These are some of the services we offer at Buckeye Classic Car Restoration. Call us at 330-533-4757 to get your restoration project scheduled.